Eli Young Band hit the top of the charts last year with their monster hit, Crazy Girl. We had a chance to catch up with the guys, along with writers Brice and Liz Rose, at a party in their honor to celebrate the major milestone.
Eli Young Band had the #1 song in the country, and Miss Liz Rose is one of the writers on that, Crazy Girl. How was that when you went in the room with Brice, and do you remember how the idea came up?
I think we were talking about how women get crazy, you know, in those relationships, and they get so insecure, and I think Lee was maybe seeing somebody at the time or something who was like, he was just trying to say, you know, it's going to be okay, you know, but you know, you get a little crazy sometimes, and I was telling him, I've been that crazy girl. We all have. I think I've grown out of it. We've all done it, but yes. We've all been there. You know, there's crazy guys, but you know, that's another song.
They drive us crazy.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's right. But yeah, no, it came out real easy, and we just had a ball writing it, and I think, you know, we were really writing it for Lee. So, and it really worked out that he had something else going on, and he didn't record it. The manager heard it, and the band heard it, and everybody was like, we got to have that song. So it's fun. It's good.
Ended up where it needed to.
Absolutely, absolutely. Everybody won.
Everybody won. Now, you've written a lot. You wrote a lot with Taylor Swift, and you've had a lot of success with her.
Yeah.
And talk a little bit about getting with the artist and writing with them and how that experience is.
Well, for me, because I don't play, so I don't, and I'm not an artist, I don't have my sound, you know, so I'm kind of like Play-Doh, you know, I'm like silly putty. I can go in there and do whatever they want to do and help them get out their sound and their story and not interfere, you know. So I think I try and, you know, not get in the way of their artistry, but help get out a great idea, you know. Yeah. I love digging into people and going, okay, what's going on, you know. And before you know it, they're spilling their guts and, you know, telling all their secrets.
Brice, the co-writer on this big hit. Now, I mean, second #1 as a writer. You had Garth Brooks with More Than a Memory, and now this one. I mean, how does it feel as a writer and not an artist on it?
It always feels wonderful. I mean, I will say, like, the best part of this is knowing that, you know, we're a small part. We're a part of Eli Young Band's success, and their first #1. That's a big deal because those guys have worked so hard so long, and they're just such a great band and such great guys that they so deserve it. And so I'm just so glad and happy to be a part of that, you know.
Now, when you sat down to write this song, was it where'd the idea come from? I know you usually take a lot of things from your personal life, do you?
I do. I mean, every song you write, you might not write something directly from what's going on, but there's always something that's coming from where you've been or where you know. And so, yeah, at the time I had an insecure kind of girlfriend, and so I just was trying to convince her that it was all right, baby, I love you, it's okay, you know. And I just think that a lot of girls sometimes can be a little insecure, or people can be, and it's just a song to go, look, it's gonna be all right, settle down, chill out, it'll be all right.
And Brice has some really good news. You got a new album that you've done,
yeah,
and a fiance.
Yeah. All of the above. I'm so excited about the new album. We worked hard on it, and I was able to do some things how I wanted to do it and make a record, that project that's for me, and then getting engaged. You know, you find the woman of your dreams, and you know, you just can't help it. You know, it just comes that time, and you're like, man, I am so ready now. You know, for some reason you weren't ready a year ago or whatever, but something happens and you meet that person, and so I'm lucky. Yeah.
Crazy Girl, Eli Young Band. They are here to celebrate first #1, isn't it?
Yeah, it's our very first.
But it has gone big because it was also named #1 country song in Billboard.
It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, we started promoting the song last January, and then it was on the charts throughout the whole year. And so, yeah, all those spins really added up, and it's really made it the best year we've ever had.
It's so exciting because I've sort of watched this all happen, and I mean, what a hit. When you first heard the song, was that your reaction?
Yeah, well, we heard a demo that Lee had done of the song, and James and I heard it first, and these guys, Chris and John, went on a writing retreat a little bit after that, but we had called them and said, hey, y'all got to hear this song, and we all kind of fell in love with it. They went on the writer's retreat with Lee and convinced him to let us record it, and you know, he had pretty much finished his record anyway, so we're like, you don't need that. Give it to us. So we're really glad that he did, because it really turned out great for us.
There's still a lot more great music up ahead, so make sure to stay right there. We're heading downtown next to a special show to benefit Nashville Public Schools. Make sure to come back.